We should be live?
We're live. That bit I do know. I'm not sure if it's working on the thingy.
Okay.
I need to
Sizzle, stop it.
Oh, yeah, it is. Look, it does work.
How about that?
It's an amazing, amazing thing. Yeah. That's quite. We're on the iPad today.
Huh?
We're on the iPad today.
I see.
For something different for Friday.
Is that your iPad?
That's my iPad, yes. The one that I spent a day and a half putting passcodes into. Yeah, that one. I'm just deciding whether or not I'm friends with it yet. I was a bit traumatized after all that.
So you don't need my telephone?
Well, I've got a touch of power left on my phone. We might need it as backup.
I don't know.
Goodness gracious.
Oh.
What a day. So it is obviously Friday.
We've had an interesting Friday.
We have had an interesting Friday.
How are you making out with we're going on Sunday to look at puppies?
I'm making out.
Mm-hmm.
Janine's going to drive the interstate.
You see? Good. Then I'm not going.
Not unless you want to ride on the roof. Since we've only got... Well,
the problem is money.
yes.
Are we supposed to take cash?
Yes.
So we got to come up with cash.
So we're going to fleece you for money before we go.
I don't have that much.
Well, we go to the
I
bank.
gotta go to the bank.
Yeah. Either that will beat you up.
Right. Well,
Go,
I mean,
go round your seat.
there's only so much you can get on a day out of a bank.
But if we go in, you can take out whatever you've got in your account.
Well, if I go there.
Yeah, we'll drag you in.
Well, yeah.
The last time I offered the lady to come out and see you in the car.
Well, actually, Janine's on that account of mine.
All right, so that's fine. She can take you out. That will work. We'll get.
She can drain it. No trouble.
Yeah, you be careful. She doesn't be lifting for breakfast and lunch,
I know.
and dinner, and things like that.
I just got a message.
Mm-hmm.
She's over at Old Wall. She'll see me in the morning.
Yes.
But it was yesterday.
I think that one applies to today as well. As far as I'm aware.
Okay. Olaf was here helping today.
He was helping with the demolition of the porch.
I was there to watch that whole porch from
Did
down.
you see it come down?
I saw that.
Do you know, I was about to go over and say, oh, do you want a glass of water? And I'm glad I didn't wander over. Because I got such a shock when it just hit the ground.
I know it. It did.
No, that was Wallace. Wallace was on the roof.
Yeah.
It was,
It was spectacular.
yeah, quite the thing. So the porch that the tree hit, we've just taken off because it
wasn't worth fixing.
No. So we're going to be repairing the deck part of it, and that's worth fixing. But the other part we felt was we're trying it this way. Let's say we're trying it this way. It's always good to try things, isn't it? So you were out and about this morning.
Yes.
In your car.
I was. I am reading that book.
Oh, in the car.
In the car. I placed it on the steering wheel. Oh, that book is fascinating to me, at any rate.
Yeah.
And then Brian came along.
Yes.
So we stopped and we chatted about that for a while, not realizing I had a car behind me. So we talked about that for a while. And, that's an interesting book.
Oh, and does he know anything about this? Is about Larky and his habit of sticking his nose in armpits of people who tend to have blood sugar that's out of control,
Yeah.
and on a diabetic sort of way. And did he have any thoughts about that, Dr. Parrott?
Oh yeah, I mean it's a real thing.
Yeah.
It's a real thing. But now I've got to find a group that does it so I don't screw up the dog. Because for a while he's shoving his head in somebody's armpit. I'm saying, don't do that,
I know.
And that was a bad thing. So now I've got to reinforce it. It's very complicated.
He's actually quite choosy.
Huh?
He's quite choosy.
Yeah.
Because even when he's coming over just to see you, because he's pleased to see you, he doesn't shove his nose right in your armpit. He's on your arm and he wants attention and that sort of thing. But when he's when he's focused on you've been eating the sweets, he's focused, isn't he?
He is. There are times when he's right on.
Yeah.
Apparently, he slobbered all over somebody
Yes.
at the daycare center, going back and forth from one arm. They got slobber all over the front. But they apparently didn't know they were diabetic.
Right.
And they are. I mean, it seems to be that's the case.
Yeah.
There is one where she said, I'm not diabetic, but I am immune deficiency.
Right. Right. So maybe there's a change in the blood
I don't know.
components. I don't know.
I thought that was interesting. But at any rate, on we go.
He's definitely on
But I
something.
should get in contact with somebody who knows what they're doing, because my guess is somebody would like to see what
Yeah.
Larky's doing.
Yes. Yeah. Because he's very, very consistent.
Yeah.
Wallace came first thing this morning, so he in the middle of a big rainstorm, and so he got up on the roof as Wallace likes to do, and he stripped off all the roofing tiles and the underlayers.
I was watching him
Yeah.
from my book right, door.
Yeah. And then Janine and Olaf came. Nick went on a conference call. Don't blame him. He was working, and so the roof is off the porch, which is
The
interesting.
roof is off the porch, and the porch is off the house.
It's, yeah.
Are they saving those posts or what?
Well, there's some beams that are up there. You know, they're the rough-hewn beams. So I think we should save those, because those are the sorts of things that if we need to replace on the outside of any
Yeah.
of either this house or that house,
Yeah.
it's good to have in stock. And I think they're expensive to buy.
Oh, God.
So they would be handy to keep, and but the rest of it, we've had something that's been eating.
See that what?
It's been having a nibble.
Oh, okay. Whatever.
Yeah, quite efficiently, I might add as well. Little so and so's.
Really? Because it's supposed to be cedar.
Well, whatever it is,
They like it.
they like it, and they'd like to say thank you.
It's probably rats or something, no?
I don't know, because it was in the uprights of the wall at the front. So the upright where the wall lay, I wondered if it had been water sitting on it, but then there was bits up in the top as well, but it did not touch the great big logs that were in the roof. Just the
Yeah.
maybe it's the chemicals and whatever it is.
It ain't falling down.
No, it is now though. But that was quite spectacular,
It
wasn't
was.
it? So that was good. That was a very busy day, and now we'll have to jet spray everything. He's chewing a bone, and we had Dr. Parrott here today, and Dr. Parrott came to see 3 animals. He came to see Angus.
Why?
Well, he checked his heart, he did his 4 months checkup, and he is absolutely stunning.
Isn't that wonderful?
Well, he is stunning, but we knew that.
Okay.
So he's a good weight, he's doing everything he should in the books, and obviously he's the most handsome baby donkey going, because I knew that's what Dr. Parrott wanted to say.
I see, okay.
He also had a look at Flower, and Flower, without doing the blood tests, which we have found to be completely and utterly unreliable for pregnancy.
But they charge us for it.
Well, they charge us for it as well, but we've also found that we've been sitting waiting for a baby that's never appeared after a blood test.
Yeah. I don't think you should do it.
No, so we didn't. So by sight, and the fact that when you look down her spine, her roundness isn't symmetrical. So she's slightly rounder on the right hand side than she is on the left hand side. And some other days she's rounder on the other side, and then so he also went to her hip joint and he pushed up a few times and something kicked back at him. So she's suggesting that there's a really high chance that she is pregnant, and she does look that way, doesn't she?
I don't know.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I've been fooled so many times.
Yep. So that's why I'm saying.
Yeah.
We're
When
just
they
gonna
got
watch.
4 feet on the ground, they had a baby.
Yes. So the thing about her is she came in from South Carolina. She just had a foal and it had been weaned, we think. And so whatever's happened, because they go into heat straight after giving birth anyway.
10 days.
Yeah, so it's happened not here, which is a relief, and whatever's happened has been in South Carolina. So if we've got a foal, we've got a foal. Might have a mule, we never can tell.
Never could tell.
No, because yeah. So we'll have to keep an eye on her, but that's quite exciting. And we had a really good long discussion and look at Wilbur, you know, our pony, the one that does visits down here.
Yeah.
And so his feet are not actually causing him pain. I should really try and find the photos of when we first got him, and you'll see that he was resting on his heels, the overgrown feet were up in the air, and the tendons at the back of his legs were stretched on all 4 legs. And he was the pony that we were going to euthanize because we just couldn't think about it.
Awful.
He looked terrible, and his body score was yuck, and he looked like a really ill, very depressed, very upset pony. So when the vet checked him down at Pennsylvania at the auction, he said you could potentially try and work him through if you want to hold off euthanizing him. So of course, being the soft hearts that we are, we said, okay, so what we'll do is we'll pay for 30 days of quarantine down in Pennsylvania, which was provided expertly by Nancy Diaz, because she's wonderful and very caring, and we had his feet started on a trimming program. So we got him to the stage after the quarantine, he was stable enough to be transported up, and he came up to us, and we've slowly but surely we've kept the feet going. We've been keeping an eye on his whole demeanour and what he's looking like. And I think what Janine and I have always considered is the fact that he's probably Cushing's. Cushing's. Yeah, because he looks like Cushing's. Cushing's is a pituitary gland issue. It's very often a benign tumour in the pituitary, and it controls the amount of cortisol. So it controls the pituitary controls a cortisol imbalance, and because it's got this tumour that sits in there, what it does is it produces cortisol. So they're in a sort of stress situation, and that's how that imbalance, if it's Cushing's, comes into play. So what you get is they don't shed their coat. He's the hairiest little teddy bear going. They're very quick to founder, which is laminitis. They're either very thirsty, they sweat, they don't retain heat in the winter, and he very much looks like a Cushing's animal. So Dr. Parrott, he drew blood, and we'll get that result back to see where we're at with that. But the good thing is, I think what Janine and I were most worried about was, he's so slow when he walks. We were worried that he was in excessive pain, and Dr. Parrott's opinion, which we always, we agree with, is that he has 4 feet under where they should be in his body. They're not out of. He's not got that.
Not the family.
That stat. No, and he's walking. His feet are obviously in a healing cycle. When you lift his feet, they've grown. Not only have they grown up and out, they've grown under and up. So that's still in a trimming process. So his feet are not the happiest feet, but they're not causing him abject pain, which is the important thing. So he says that he's actually looking far better than what he'd expected, and he has seen him before, so that's good. And I think what we'll do is we'll just keep him. He's on a special diet. He has alfalfa pellets, and he has Balancer, because he can't have anything sugary, because it knocks him off into founder.
Okay.
So he's actually in far better shape than And I think we thought, which is a relief. So we'll have a programme. If it is Cushing's, we'll have a programme. He said he's not in a position where he needs to be put to sleep. That's all we needed to know. And he's not in pain, so that's lovely. So we'll take that from there and keep wandering with him. And he has to go out for walks because it's so difficult. You know, when he looks so painful on his feet, you really just think, oh gosh, please one more step. Then you think, no. And then I thought, you know, but it moves all those joints. It keeps everything moving. So I said to Dr. Parrott, I said, I do tend to take him out just for a small walk. And he said, it's actually good. He said, because it keeps the joints moving freely.
I know about that stuff.
Do you want to walk him? He's not fast, I can tell you. So that was good. Oh, look at this. A close-up of Larky. How lovely. So that was really good. So I'm delighted about that. So we'll get the results and we'll move on forward. And has he still got bits in there?
What?
You know what he's got in there? I'm going to look at that in a minute. I'll tell you about that in a sec. So that was a good day with the vet.
Good.
Yes, and then he came up to admire everybody's handiwork on the deck. And I had a long conversation with you about Larky in the driveway.
Right.
So.
Good boy. Yeah, you're a good boy. But you can't be in the way of the camera all the time. Oh dear. You're a good boy. Get out of here. You had dinner.
So, there we go. Off you go. Thank you very much, young man. So, anything else you can think of that's exciting?
No.
No. Right. Let me go through the questions.
No, except this dog that we're looking at now, this would not be what I consider the cardboard box dog.
No, it's not. Your dog.
This will be my dog. And that does not eliminate our need for the cardboard box dogs.
No.
So that still is available. And Bella is doing great with what she's got with that one.
Yeah.
I'm just real pleased with the whole project.
And is she going to keep Ziti or what?
We don't know.
You don't know. We're still.
I don't know. I talked to her mother about it. I said, you're welcome to do. Your mother said, we're waiting for you to decide. I said, well, don't wait for me.
No.
No, I said, totally up to you. Totally up to you. So, that's where we stand on that one.
Is Bella in college at the moment?
I don't know that either.
Because if we do jobs down in Woburn, maybe she would be interested in joining with Ziti.
I don't know.
Larky, your mummy can't be seen because you're right in the way. Honestly, what a boy. Moodra, Bookie, go to bed. Yes, bed. Bed.
Oh, go to lie down.
Go lie down. She's like, okay, I suppose. It's the AC that's dripping again. That's what the noise is.
Is it making a noise?
Yes.
Dripping?
Yes.
Oh.
But it's obviously not bothering you, so it's
I
fine.
can hear it. You can't hear a damn thing. Although I think I'm noticing that the longer I wear that, I'm hearing a little better.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
So you're not safe whispering.
Well, I don't think we whisper any longer because Nick keeps saying that I speak in an exceptionally loud voice. And I said I've been trained to do that. Stop it. So, yeah. No, and there was not any mail. Well, there was, but it was junk mail, so we got rid of the junk mail. And that's where we're at now.
No boxes?
No boxes either. No.
What happened to the road's not paved anymore out there? What's going on?
I don't know. It was a bit of a funny day today. No, there's nothing. Nick got a box. Didn't think to ask him what was in that. Oh, I think the box was his sprayer thing.
Huh?
That jet sprayer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, was that what he was using today?
I think they were all using it today.
Yes.
Yes. Such fun. Total fun. So my phone, believe it or not, you'll be glad to hear this, is it's totally frozen. So it's not.
We've got to worry about supper now.
Yeah.
I bought so much supper. I have. If Janine's not here, there's a bowl of food for her. Do you eat that stuff?
No, I can't.
Does anybody over there, Nick eat it?
Nick might eat it.
It's got broccoli in it.
That's why you can't
I
eat
don't
it.
I have my own bowl.
Yeah,
which
you've
does
got,
not
you've
have
got a broccoli-free bowl.
Yeah.
Jiminy is fine, and I know that Elena sends communication, so he's doing very well.
She doesn't send them to me.
She does send them to you. They're in your email.
Huh?
They're in your email.
They're not in my email on that thing.
Well, they're coming to you somewhere, so we'll have to check what email it is. Want to look in there?
I don't know. I don't. I don't look at my email in here. Because there's 1,100.
You see, herein lies the problem. There's 1,100 emails. Oh my gosh. No, we're looking into the car thing, so don't worry about that. The puppy we're going to look at is 13
It
weeks.
says I have 1,100, but boy, I don't know where they are. Well,
There,
that's that
your inbox. Can you search? Is there a search thing?
Huh?
I wonder.
This is my inbox.
Yeah. Inbox is quite full.
Some of those are the same ones I have over there.
Okay. We've got a lot of emails to work through. So
Most of the emails yesterday and today were on how complicated it's getting to be to even look at a Harlequin female.
yes, it's not the easiest process.
No, because people have rigged up the fact that they can cheat on the whole deal,
Yes.
and so
Are they particularly rare Harlequins?
it's hard. They're hard to, a good Harlequin's hard to find.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So that'll be why we're not finding any in rescue.
Right.
So anyway, we'll. It is Friday today, isn't it?
I don't know. I think Judy was here. I made it Friday.
Yeah, she's crossed off Friday. It's Friday.
So we've done Friday.
Yeah.
We crossed
Friday's finished.
We crossed
Sorry,
off now.
we've moved on now.
off.
So why are Harlequins? Why is there any? What's the reason for Harlequins being rare?
They're not. It's not recessive like the blue,
Uh,
but it's a combination of stuff that let's see, what do they call it? The guy with the squares, the Venmo squares. That deals with two genes, sort of black and white or black and white, and you get. Apparently, the dogs have 6,
oh,
and you start screwing those up, and you begin odd things, and you get into merles, and between merles and harlequins, they avoid them because a combination of those can produce the whites.
and they're more prone to being deaf.
Yeah, those are deaf and black, or deaf and blind, and deaf and blind
Right.
can be.
Right. Okay.
Now, the deaf and blind white Great Dane will produce only harlequins if bred to something I've forgotten what.
Right.
It's ridiculous, but there was a deaf blind harlequin, or white dog down in New York that was siring all kinds of puppies. They were all harlequins.
And
That was a long time ago.
and none of them ended up.
No,
No. It's amazing.
there is such a thing as a color chart. I have it. If anybody wants it, it was put out by the Great Dane Society, and I ran our numbers through it, and you can see how close we are to the numbers they have.
Yeah.
So when you breed a black to a harlequin, you get this, that, and
Right.
we followed it our numbers followed theirs very closely.
Right. Okay.
So if anybody wants to look at it, you're perfectly welcome. So there,
Yeah.
the color chart.
Beyond me.
It's the Great Dane Society of America, GD something.
Well, that's a good question. I know how long a baby donkey nurses as long as the mother will put up with it.
Yeah, right.
So there you go. Sometimes they can go on as long as 12 months, but I think that's quite unusual.
No, I've seen it.
Have you seen it? So he's
They don't quit till she starts kicking.
yeah, and she's very laid back with him. She's very good with him, and he eats everything. And he eats hay, he eats grass, he eats treats, eats her grain. Yeah. So
Okay.
what happened to your hand?
That business where Sizzle's tooth went in between my fingers just doesn't heal.
Yeah.
So I've got it all covered up now with special gauze, with goo on it, you know that gauze with yellow goo?
Oh, nice.
That's in there, so I had to wrap it up. And that's just, all of that is just to try and hold that in there,
Yeah.
etc.
What's the yellow goo?
It's not bacitracin, but it's neomycin or something.
Neosporin?
Yeah.
No, because that's an ointment, isn't it?
Oh, this is an ointment.
Yeah, but that's maybe a bit different. Oh, well, it's interesting.
It's what they put on the rest of me in the hospital.
Oh, did they give you some of that?
Yeah, they give you a piece of it, you have to cut up little pieces and put it on a sore spot.
Okay. Angus is 12 and a half weeks old.
Oh my word.
It seems like he's been here forever, doesn't it?
Oh,
Because he's everywhere. He's super, because I'm taking him up and down the driveway just by himself.
he was tied to her today, wasn't he?
Was he?
It looked to me like he was.
No, I brought him up and down. I didn't bring her out. I leave her down there.
Oh.
She stays at the barn and he just wanders. She doesn't bother. I think it's respite care for the mummy. So I take him up and down the driveway and he's super fun. He's a really nice donkey. I think he'll be super going out and about soon. Because there's no kicking, or I mean, he likes the occasional little nibble, and then once he works out it's not food, he's like, and he stops. And you do have all your fingers, which is good, I think. But he's a nice wee boy.
Okay.
And he walks nicely. How long are his ears? I have no idea
What?
how long his ears are. Baby donkey size.
I don't know.
But he's super. So that's been a good day today. And I can hear Nick still out doing something with that sprayer.
I can't see it. I can't give you a report.
Alright, okay. Better not be doing the bit I was going to do. It's nothing worse.
Okay.
So this weekend could be a pretty busy weekend, especially if we go down to Connecticut on Sunday, which we are.
Which what?
We're going to Connecticut on Sunday.
Oh, right. You are. I'm staying here to welcome people.
Yes, you are. And we've got anything else going this weekend?
Right. You're going to bring the pup back with you, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, as long as you're ready. I just need, will you do me a wee light leash?
What?
Will you do me a wee light leash, a wee thin rope with a little small hook in it, a clasp on the end of it? Yeah.
Why do you want to clasp it?
Because it's got a wee collar on it at the moment, but we just want a lightweight leash, not one of our great big
Okay.
restrain an elephant ones.
Okay.
Just because it's so small. So, and we've got all the stuff to put in the car.
The thing I wish wasn't happening, but I don't see a way around it, is very often a dog will attach itself to the person who takes it away from its home.
Janine will be delighted to hear that.
Well, I know, so I don't want you handling it.
No, we'll put it in the back.
Put it back with her, and then I don't know what you do next.
Well, it'll come straight here.
Yeah, right, but I don't want you like making. I don't want you doing what you did to that dog.
What? Noodles?
Noodles.
I did not bring noodles in. That was Janine.
What you're doing with that dog is just, you're teaching it to misbehave, but I find it offensive.
It's the happiest little dog.
It's a very happy dog, comes over and jumps all over you, and then lies down and lie upside down, and I want my belly scratched, and I'm gonna paw you. It's your dog, not mine.
It's Nick's dog.
When my dog does that, I'd have to straighten it out.
Okay. So, it will be in the car.
I can't imagine trying to take that dog to a nursing home now.
Yeah.
We did to start with.
Mhm.
He did very well
He was out.
because he's friendly.
He was out 2 weeks ago.
Jesus. Nobody's have no old people's skin just tears like it's nothing.
Yes, that's true.
So that's a bad thing.
Mhm. Yeah. He's a hat and I'm scratching like crazy.
Hey, you're getting as bad as I am.
I know. Maybe we've got something.
That's it.
Maybe we both get fleas.
That could be. That could be.
Personally, I blame the animals then. Can't possibly be us. Okay, so we'll have a busy weekend as per usual.
Yes.
And
Watch the cameras.
yeah, there's normally things going
Watch
on
the
there.
cameras.
Like goats. Do you see Janine put an umbrella out for the goats?
Did she? Okay.
I'm surprised they haven't tried to eat it yet. Right. Oh, let's see how we shall go.
Bye.
Right. Bye.